Imagine standing in the middle of an endless desert. The wind carries grains of golden sand across a silent landscape. Suddenly, rising above the horizon, you see a monument so enormous that it seems to touch the sky. For more than 4,000 years, the pyramids of Egypt have stood as symbols of human ambition, mystery, and extraordinary engineering. Every year, millions of people travel from around the world to witness these ancient wonders. Yet even after centuries of exploration, the pyramids continue to raise more questions than answers. Historians, engineers, and archaeologists continue to debate many aspects of their construction and purpose. In this documentary, we separate historical evidence from legend. We will explore what archaeologists know, what researchers are still investigating, and which popular theories remain unproven. Our journey begins nearly 5,000 years ago, long before the Great Pyramid was built. To understand the pyramids, we must first understand the civilization that imagined them. Ancient Egypt flourished along the banks of the Nile River. Every year, seasonal floods covered the surrounding land with rich soil, making agriculture possible in the middle of the desert. The Nile was more than a river. It was the heartbeat of Egyptian civilization. It provided food, transportation, trade, and the foundation for one of history's greatest kingdoms. Over time, small communities grew into powerful cities. Around 3100 BCE, Egypt became politically unified under its early rulers, marking the beginning of the dynastic age. The ruler of Egypt was known as the Pharaoh. To the Egyptian people, the Pharaoh was not simply a king. He was believed to rule with divine authority and to maintain harmony between the human world and the gods. Religion shaped every part of Egyptian life. The people believed that death was not the end of existence, but the beginning of a new journey into the afterlife. According to Egyptian belief, a person's spirit could live forever, but only if the body was carefully preserved and protected. This belief inspired one of the most remarkable traditions in human history, mummification. Skilled embalmers spent weeks preserving the bodies of kings and nobles so they could enter the next world. But preserving the body was only one part of the journey. The pharaoh also needed a secure resting place, one that would protect him and his treasures for eternity. Before pyramids existed, Egyptian rulers were buried inside rectangular mud brick tombs known as mastabas. These simple structures laid the foundation for a revolutionary idea. That revolutionary idea would come from one extraordinary man, an architect, engineer, physician, and scholar whose name would be remembered for thousands of years. Imhotep, serving Pharaoh Djoser during the Third Dynasty, imagined something the world had never seen before. A monument built not from mud brick, but from massive blocks of stone. Instead of building one mastaba, he stacked several on top of each other. The result was the world's first step pyramid, a design that changed architecture forever. The step pyramid at Saqqara became the first monumental stone structure ever built. It proved that humans could construct buildings on a scale never before imagined. This remarkable achievement inspired future generations of pharaohs to dream even bigger. Their ambition would eventually lead to the construction of the Great Pyramid of Giza. But one question remained: how could an ancient civilization, without modern machines, transform millions of tons of stone into monuments that still stand today?
Nearly 4,700 years ago, Egypt entered one of the most remarkable periods in human history. Under the rule of powerful pharaohs, architecture, engineering, mathematics, and religion evolved together. Every monument they built reflected not only political power, but also a deep belief in eternity. To the Egyptians, life on Earth was only one chapter of existence. Beyond death awaited another world, a place where the soul could live forever, provided every sacred ritual had been performed correctly. They believed that every person possessed several spiritual elements. Two of the most important were the Ka, often described as a person's life force, and the Ba, representing aspects of personality that could move between the worlds of the living and the dead. If the body was destroyed, these spiritual elements could no longer reunite. That belief made preserving the body one of the highest priorities in Egyptian society. This is why Egyptian tombs became far more than graves. They were carefully designed eternal homes filled with food, furniture, jewelry, weapons, statues, and objects intended to serve the deceased in the afterlife. Walls were covered with hieroglyphs, beautiful carved symbols that recorded prayers, royal achievements, and instructions believed to guide the king safely through the afterlife. Yet protecting these royal burials was becoming increasingly difficult. Tomb robbers frequently searched for hidden treasure, forcing Egyptian architects to think beyond simple burial structures. The answer was innovation. Tombs needed to become larger, stronger, and more difficult to enter. This challenge would eventually inspire one of history's greatest architectural revolutions. Stone replaced mud brick. Massive foundations replaced simple platforms. Egyptian builders began experimenting with designs that could withstand both time and human interference. These early experiments reached their greatest success during the reign of Pharaoh Djoser. Under his trusted architect Imhotep, a completely new type of monument emerged. Rising above the desert at Saqqara, the Step Pyramid became the world's first monumental stone pyramid. It forever changed the history of architecture. But the story did not end there. Future pharaohs wanted something even greater, structures that would symbolize divine perfection and eternal power. Builders began refining the pyramid's shape. Angles were adjusted. Construction methods improved. Every new project became a lesson for the next generation. One of these experiments was the bent pyramid at Djoser, built during the reign of Pharaoh Sneferu. Its changing angle reveals that Egyptian engineers were still learning and adapting. Nearby stands the Red Pyramid, considered the first successful smooth-sided pyramid. It became the direct architectural predecessor of the Great Pyramid at Giza. These demonstrate something remarkable. The pyramids were not built in a single leap of genius. They were the result of generations of experimentation, planning, and continuous improvement. Modern archaeology continues to uncover evidence of organized labor, skilled craftsmen, and careful engineering. Discoveries suggest that thousands of workers lived in planned communities near construction sites, supported by a sophisticated system of food, tools, and logistics. Contrary to a long-standing myth, most Egyptologists do not believe the Great Pyramids were built by enslaved people. Instead, evidence points to a workforce of paid laborers, craftsmen, and seasonal workers serving the state. Even with these discoveries, countless mysteries remain. How were millions of stone blocks transported? Which techniques were used to raise them into place? Historians continue to investigate these questions using archaeology, engineering, and modern technology. Now, we travel to the Giza Plateau itself, where Pharaoh Khufu would commission the most ambitious construction project the ancient world had ever witnessed, the Great Pyramid, a monument that continues to inspire wonder nearly 5,000 years later. Around 2580 BCE, a new pharaoh ascended the throne of Egypt. His name was Khufu. While history preserves only fragments of his life, one decision would make him immortal. He would commission the largest pyramid ever built. Khufu inherited a kingdom that was wealthy, organized, and politically stable. Decades of experience gained from earlier pyramid projects made an even greater monument possible. The chosen location was the Giza Plateau, a solid limestone bedrock overlooking the fertile Nile Valley. Its natural foundation offered the stability required for a structure unlike anything the world had ever seen. Before construction began, surveyors carefully measured the land. Remarkably, the Great Pyramid is aligned almost perfectly with the four cardinal directions: north, south, east, and west. Even today, engineers admire the extraordinary precision achieved without modern instruments. Researchers continue to study exactly how these measurements were made. Millions of limestone blocks would eventually form the Great Pyramid. Most were quarried nearby, while finer white limestone for the outer casing was transported from Tura across the Nile. Massive granite blocks, some weighing dozens of tons, were brought from Aswan, hundreds of kilometers to the south. Transporting them required careful planning and remarkable organization. For generations, people imagined that enslaved workers built the pyramids. However, archaeological discoveries tell a different story. Evidence suggests that many builders were skilled laborers, craftsmen, and seasonal workers who received food, shelter, and medical care while serving the state. Bread, onions, fish, meat, and beer formed the daily diet of many workers. These provisions reveal an organized society capable of supporting thousands of laborers. Every stone block had to be shaped with remarkable accuracy. Copper tools, dolerite pounding stones, and patient craftsmanship transformed rough limestone into carefully fitted building blocks. One of the greatest mysteries concerns transportation. Exactly how these enormous stones were moved remains an active area of research. Ancient tomb paintings show workers pouring water in front of sledges. Modern experiments suggest that wet sand can reduce friction, making heavy loads easier to move. Even with this discovery, many questions remain unanswered. How were the highest blocks lifted? What type of ramps were used? Archaeologists continue to investigate several competing theories. Construction likely continued for decades. Every season brought new challenges, requiring careful coordination between engineers, craftsmen, priests, and administrators. At its completion, the Great Pyramid originally stood about 146 meters, or 481 feet tall, making it the tallest human-made structure on Earth for nearly 4,000 years. Its smooth outer surface would have gleamed brilliantly beneath the Egyptian sun, making the monument visible from many kilometers away. Inside, a carefully designed system of passages and chambers protected the royal burial. Their purpose continues to fascinate archaeologists and engineers alike.
Modern technologies, including laser scanning, ground-penetrating radar, and cosmic ray imaging, continue to reveal new details hidden within these ancient walls. More than 4,000 years after its construction, the Great Pyramid still challenges our understanding of ancient engineering. But perhaps its greatest mystery is not how it was built. It is why such extraordinary effort was devoted to a single monument.
Deep inside the Great Pyramid lies one of its most remarkable spaces, the Grand Gallery. Beyond the Grand Gallery lies the King's Chamber, constructed almost entirely from massive granite blocks transported hundreds of kilometers from Aswan. Surprisingly, no confirmed royal mummy has ever been found inside the Great Pyramid. Historians continue to debate whether the burial chamber was looted in antiquity or whether the burial itself remains an unsolved mystery. Over the centuries, explorers entered the pyramid searching for treasure. Most found empty chambers instead, suggesting that ancient tomb robbers had already reached the monument thousands of years ago. Even today, much of the pyramid remains inaccessible. Narrow shafts, sealed passages, and unexplored spaces continue to inspire new scientific investigations. In recent years, an international scientific project known as Scan Pyramids used cosmic ray muon technology to study the Great Pyramid without damaging it. Their research revealed a previously unknown large void hidden above the Grand Gallery. While its exact purpose remains uncertain, the discovery reminds us that the pyramid may still hold secrets waiting to be uncovered. Some believe hidden chambers may contain lost artifacts or undiscovered architectural features. Others argue that these spaces may simply reduce structural stress within the monument. At present, no one knows for certain. Throughout history, countless legends have surrounded the pyramids. Stories of mysterious curses, hidden knowledge, and supernatural powers continue to capture the public imagination. However, historians emphasize the importance of separating legend from evidence. While these stories are fascinating, archaeological discoveries provide the strongest foundation for understanding ancient Egypt. The true achievement of the pyramids does not require supernatural explanations. Their construction reflects generations of knowledge, planning, skilled labor, and extraordinary human determination. Every limestone block tells the story of thousands of workers whose names history has largely forgotten, yet whose craftsmanship continues to inspire the world. More than 40 centuries have passed since the Great Pyramid was completed. Empires have risen and fallen. Civilizations have disappeared, yet these monuments remain. They have survived earthquakes, wars, erosion, and the relentless passage of time, becoming one of humanity's greatest symbols of endurance. Today, millions of visitors continue to stand before these ancient monuments with the same question that has echoed for generations. How was this truly possible? Perhaps future discoveries will answer questions that have puzzled researchers for centuries. Every new excavation brings us one step closer to understanding the remarkable civilization that built these wonders. Until then, the Great Pyramid remains not only an archaeological treasure, but also a reminder of humanity's limitless curiosity and ambition. The story of the pyramids is far from over. beneath the sands of Egypt, countless discoveries may still be waiting for the right moment to emerge. In our next episode, we leave the foundations behind and follow the life of Pharaoh Khufu, the ruler whose vision gave birth to the greatest pyramid ever constructed. Discover how millions of stone blocks were transported across the desert, how thousands of skilled workers organized one of history's largest construction projects, and why the Great Pyramid continues to challenge modern engineers even today. Was it simply a royal tomb, or was there a deeper purpose hidden within its massive walls? Join us in Episode 2 as we uncover the extraordinary story behind the Great Pyramid of Giza.